is called the leverage you need, the affirmation they crave. It's two sides of the same coin. And the idea behind what I really want to say, and the message I want you to come away with by the end of our time together, is that I believe that the main thing that we are missing in the state of education across the globe, to be honest with you, but especially starting here in our nation, is the fact that we don't have leverage as educators in the eyes of our students. Somebody once told me, you get out of life what you have the leverage to negotiate. What's leverage? Let me break it down a little easier. Leverage is something that you have. Maybe you have a skill, maybe you have a talent, maybe you have a product. But the point is you have something that you offer that is so valuable in the eyes of the people you're hoping to influence that they're willing to give you their blood, sweat, and tears in order to get what it is that you offer. When you have leverage, you don't have to fight and pull teeth and get people to try to pull their hair and get them to comply to do what you want. They willingly will run to do what you want because what it is that you have is so valuable in their eyes. They're willing to pay whatever price it is in order to get it. Companies, can anyone think of a business that's popular this day and age where they have a product that's so valuable that people will do anything?
Starbucks. Yeah.
Starbucks. That's a good point. I mean, that's true. I didn't think about that. Starbucks. Apple, thank you. I mean, good night. I see people camped out for 3 days with the new iPhone, like 25 just came out and 24 came out yesterday. You know? People are willing to put themselves through pain and agony and just absolutely horrendous conditions to get something that they value to that degree, right? Name another company or a product that y'all can think of that people are just willing to pay whatever that price is to get it. Jordans. What? Jordans?
Maybe not that, like Jordans.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Will do whatever.
They will do whatever with those Jordans, and we're going to talk about that actually later. Are you proud or something? I had that planned. Yes, but we'll talk about the difference between why that is. So leverage, that's the idea I want you to come away with. And I will admit that I failed in the past when I've done talks to really emphasize this to the degree that it needs to get the idea to really sink down deep in the audience members I'm speaking to. And I'm going to back up. We'll go into why. Everybody, if you don't, does everyone have a workbook that you should grab on the way in? Hopefully this is something that will be of value to you. If you look at the back, there is a section, not to cheat, because I don't want y'all looking before I'm ready. There's a section that says notes. There's two sections, but one is blank, right sharp. That means right here in not white. Okay? Be politically correct. All right? The section says notes. This is free for you. This is just something we're just offering. You can just jot down if you have any. If you think I said something of value, if you think I did, you can jot it down. You can keep this with you today. And then toward the front, when we get there, and I'll be honest, it's not going to be for a little bit. We're going to have a section where you're really going to go through some exercises that hopefully will help make the idea of leverage make more sense to you. It'll stand out. There'll be some concepts that you'll walk away with that you probably never thought about before. But I think if you chew on it, you'll see its application in an educational setting and how it can be used to get the most out of the students. That's what we really want. We want to get the most out of our students. They talk about the metrics. They talk about the scores that have to get this way. Well, the only thing you can really do is get the most out of the people that you can give. Right? And so we need to approach students in a way where they feel like they're going to be able to become a better version of themselves. These are some of the topics that we're going to get in today. So does that make sense? Is everyone with me okay on that? Is anyone confused? Okay. So I never worded it exactly like that before. So these are our key points of discussion. If you want to jot these down, hopefully I'll cover them all. If anyone feels like I didn't cover one of these topics that well or thoroughly, by the time we end, feel free to point that out to me, and I will do my best to try to clarify, or point you to Google, or you can look it up yourself or something. But I'll try. First thing is we're going to learn why having leverage with students is vital to achieve ideal results in today's high school settings. Really, having leverage is vital to achieve success, no matter if you're a company, a person working for yourself, but it definitely applies in education as well. We're also going to learn and understand why affirmation, not necessarily inspiration, but affirmation and the need for what's called an aspirational identity are your students' deepest desires. We'll define what aspirational identity is, and I'll walk you through some examples as well throughout the talk. Another thing we'll discuss is we'll learn how a better understanding of human brain's biology. Not so much psychology, but actually how the brain is structured and how you can use this information to better inform your approach to guiding student behavior. And lastly, we'll learn a little bit about my company, because I do own a company, that seeks to both leverage better behavior from students, but it uses affirmation in a specific way in order to do that and equip teachers to be able to get these kinds of results. So these are the 4 main things we're going to try to cover throughout our time here today. I think we're booked till 10:30. I'm not going to promise I'm going to stop before then, but I'll try. Hopefully you'll like it so much. I will be there. You'll be like, come on, get going. And I'll be like, all right. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's start with, did everyone get that, by the way?
Yep.
I can email you something. Okay, so let's start with the topic, the obvious question. The elephant in the room, if you will. Maybe you don't feel safe to say and ask these questions depending on who you're with. But why is this job so hard? Because it is. How many people in here are doing dual enrollment? You're a professor, you're a teacher at the college here, and you also go out in high schools. Okay. How many people here have ever taught in a high school setting?
25.
Heck yeah. Bless her, keeper. All right, 25 years in a high school setting. How many people maybe teach freshman level courses at the college level? Okay. How many people who teach those classes, teach those high schoolers, teach those freshmen, maybe have a moment or two throughout their day where they're just kind of like, really? Can you be honest? This is my honesty. Thank you. And I get a witness. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. You're dealing with a different generation, and I'm here to speak a message that hopefully will help you speak their language. Talk to them the way they're used to being talked to, and not the way you're used to talking to each other. So, my name is Chris Morris. As I told you, I taught at East Ridge High School for about 6-7 years. And like all of you guys who maybe are teaching a course now, I looked at my classroom not unlike this when I walked in my first year. I was like, what's this? She got cake on her face. Like, what is she doing? Looking at an iPad, I think. This guy doesn't look like he's up to good. He's spitting on somebody. It was just one big what is going on fest for 3 years. I'm not joking. I talk in a very, hopefully human way that if you're being honest with yourself, maybe you can relate with a little bit. Maybe not. Y'all too good. But I walked in there kind of like some people walk in and, the reason they go to the aquarium or a zoo or, oh, look at that. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. Okay. I mean, I was just flabbergasted. And you might look at me and have certain assumptions, but to be honest, my background, I didn't come from like the inner city, what people think. I didn't come from